All right, did it go okay? Yeah, all right, we're going. All right, so we're talking about the simple future. And I'm on page 33. Everybody there with me? All right, and as I mentioned before, we use will and be going to talk about the simple future. All right. On timeline, it's pretty straightforward, right?
Yes.
So you have the past, you have now, or the present, and then you have the future. So it would just be an event in the future, okay? And in general, just to say, will is used, you'll notice right up here, I like to highlight things and circle them. It says, will typically expresses predictions about the future. Okay, so if I want to, do you know what the word prediction means? Anybody?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Yes or reference.
Yeah, so if I want to guess about the future, generally I use will. Okay? Now, flip the page over real quick and look at the little rule for be going to. It says here, be going to also commonly expresses prediction about the future. But, what does it say? Is it formal or informal?
Informal.
It's informal. So they're both used the same way in a sense, but which one is informal? Be going to. And hey, if you ever listen to Americans and you find yourself having trouble understanding them, it's because we eat our words. So, be going to, Americans often say, gonna. Okay? So, it's just the way I know we're a little weird, right? So, alright. Let's go back here. And let's just take a look. Let's just kind of go around the room and look at A and B. And Kasuke, read A for us. Jack?
Okay. Jack will finish his work tomorrow. Jack is going to finish his work tomorrow.
Okay, is there any difference in meaning?
No.
No.
It means the same thing. Okay? Alright, let's jump over to Ari. Will you read C?
Anna. Let's see.
Yeah, Anna, good.
Anna will come tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Around 5 o'clock, good. Alright, hey, couple rules to remember. Alright, hey, these are good things because in English grammar, don't you sometimes hate grammar because there's always an exception, right? This always works except, and then they list like 20 things. Well, this is a nice, there's some nice rules with will. Okay, if you always remember these, they're always true. So rule number 1, there's no final S. We never say wills, right? So you never have to worry about it. Never put an S on will, okay? Here's the other thing that's super cool about will. Rule number 2 is followed by the base form of the verb. Do you guys know what the base form is?
Gerund.
Not a gerund. Do you know how to find the base form?
Yeah. The base form of verb is go, same. No change.
Correct. Another name for it is zero infinitive form. Zero infinitive form. So the base form or the zero infinitive form. I'm going to show you a little trick to find the base form, okay? You know what an infinitive is, right? Do you know what an infinitive is?
To.
Somebody tell me, Claudia, what's an infinitive? Do you know? What did you say?
To.
Go ahead.
The base form.
2 plus the, there you go, 2 plus the base form. It's nice because let me pick a verb. Went. So what's the infinitive form of went? Be careful.
To go.
To go. Okay? So guess what the base form is of go? It's go. Okay? That's why we call it the zero infinitive. You get rid of the infinitive? And this is the form you always use after will. So, can somebody give me a sentence using will?
I will go to the
I will go
school
to school tomorrow. So, there's your will, and there's your base form. Okay? Everybody okay? I think you guys are okay. All right. Let me ask somebody else. How do you write the negative of will not? Anybody know?
Want.
Okay, good. Ari, how do I spell that?
W-O-N.
Apostrophe.
T.
Good. Won't. Be careful, there's another word. Want.
Want.
Okay? I want some Coke. Okay? I won't go to school today. I will not go to school today. So they sound very similar. You have to be careful. Okay? Alright, so that's what we got going on there. Let's read D. Isa, we can read D.
Alex will not be here tomorrow.
Good. So, again, that's what we just talked about. Read the next example too. Peter,
Peter won't be here either.
it's what we already talked about. Alright, and then E. Will you read E? So,
Yeah. Will you be here tomorrow? How will you get here?
good. So basically what they're showing you is the word order. Okay? So in this sentence right here, where's the subject?
You.
The subject. Good. And where's the verb?
Go.
Good. And that's the main verb, right?
Yeah.
So, now, what if I want to turn it into a question? Raise your hand. Let's get some different people going on here. Give me your name again. Khalid. All right. Khalid, can you turn this into a question?
He'll go tomorrow.
Say it again.
He'll go tomorrow.
Use all the same words.
Will you go?
Will you go?
Good. Will
You
you go to school tomorrow? Good. So now where's the subject?
You.
You.
Good. And then notice the verbs, yeah?
Go.
Good. Hey, listen, this is really important because in your writing, if you're taking reading and writing, this is one of the tags, target achievement goals, is putting questions, statements, and negatives in the correct order in a sentence. So we talked about a statement, we talked about a question word order, and we even looked at negatives. Can somebody make this negative? Claudia, will you make that negative?
Want.
Yeah, can you put it in a sentence? Actually make this negative. This is going to be a lot easier.
It may be want you go to school.
Good. I
Want.
won't to school tomorrow. And you'll notice the negative always goes,
Want.
right, it goes will not, right? It goes between the auxiliary verb or the helping verb or the main verb. Everybody okay? Alright. Alright, let's keep going. Let's have Kasuke read F.
Spoken or written. I'll be there.
Good. Read G.
Spoken. Tom will be.
Tom will be there.
Tom will be there too.
Good.
Thank you. Tom will be there too.
Good. So they're just trying to teach you guys the sound, right? We like to squish pronouns or even sometimes proper nouns together with the verbs, the auxiliary verb will. All right, let's read, Saad, why don't you read H?
Spoken or verbal information and formal wise. Nobody will notice.
Say, nobody'll.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody'll.
Nobody.
Did everybody say that? I just want, nobody'll.
Nobody.
Nobody'll.
Nobody.
Nobody'll notice.
Nobody notice.
Nobody'll notice.
Nobody notice.
Hey, you ever notice Americans have big mouths? You like to move around. So listen, if you want to help yourself and be understood a little bit better in English, some languages you don't really have to move your mouth that way. But in English, it really is true in any language. You got to put your lips, your mouth, your teeth all in the right spot, and it's just going to be easier to understand you if you open up your mouth a little bit and talk like, So, nobody will notice.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody will notice.
Nobody notice.
They'll be fun.
They'll be fun.
Or that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
See, the T sounds like a D. That'll. fun.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
There'll.
There.
There'll be a test tomorrow.
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 Alright, so we can track will with a lot of things. Could be a noun, another pronoun, a verb. Okay, so be aware of that. Alright, turn the page. Alright. And let's see, Claudia, read I.
Okay. Anna is going to come tomorrow around 5.
Yeah. And you could say Anna will come tomorrow around 5, mean the same thing. Alright? Read J as well, Claudia.
Okay. And formally spoken, Anna's gonna come tomorrow around 5.
Good, spoken like a true American. Alright. K, let's see, Khaled, read K.
Tom isn't going to come.
Good, and then read L.
Are you going to come?
Excellent. Hey, what they're trying to point out here is how to do a negative and a question with is going to. Alright, so somebody give me a question using going to.
Are you
Good.
going to work?
Good. Are you going to work? Nice. Alright, and where's the subject?
You
Subject, yep. Verb?
going?
Are.
Going.
Good. Are you going to work? And then if we want to make a negative, who wants
No.
to try to make
For
it? You want to
example,
go ahead
no,
and make a
I'm
negative?
not
Good.
going to.
I'm not going to work. And again, the point here is you got to put, you notice you have the verb, subject, verb, and the negative goes in between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Okay? So it kind of works the same way. All right, cool. All right, repeat after me. You guys ready?
Okay.
I'll.
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 I will.
I will.
I'll.
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 He'll.
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 Careful, not hell. He'll.
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 He will.
He will.
He'll.
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 She'll.
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 She will.
She will.
She'll.
She'll.
It'll.
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 It will.
It
will.
It'll.
It'll.
It'll be great.
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 It'll be
Are
great.
you sure? Are you sure? You happy?
Yeah.
I always say to my daughter in the morning, because she wakes up mad. I don't know, some people wake up mad.
Yes.
And I say, don't smile, your face might crack. You guys ever heard it? Don't smile, your face might crack. It'll.
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 You'll.
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 You will.
You will.
You'll.
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 We'll.
Will.
We'll.
Will.
We will.
We will.
We'll go to the mall.
We will go to the mall.
We'll go to the mall.
We will go to the mall.
They will.
They will.
They'll.
They'll.
They'll have spaghetti.
They'll have spaghetti.
They'll have spaghetti.
They'll have spaghetti.
They'll.
They'll.
Good. All right. Hey, does he have your disc in here? Has he been using this? Has he been using this? No? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, we'll be okay. We'll just kind of jump over the listening section for now. All right, because I want to teach you one more thing. Go over to page 35. This is really important, actually, and I think confusing to some people learning English. All right. So, we use will and be going to for very specific things. Okay? So let's look at prediction. All right, so we got prediction. What's the second one? Prior plan. And then I also have, what's the third one?
Willingness.
Willingness. All right, so
What's willingness?
what's a prediction? Does anybody know what's a prediction?
It's a possibility, but it's not sure.
Correct. It's a possibility about the future, but it's not for sure, right? I'm guessing. All right, so Claudia, read A. in the prediction section here.
Okay, according to the weather report, it will be cloudy tomorrow.
Good. And read B.
Right?
Go ahead, Ari. Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
According to the weather report, it is going to be cloudy tomorrow.
Good. So, do they mean the same thing?
Yep.
They do, and actually we already learned this. So when you want to predict something, we can use what?
Will and could and
Good.
be will.
Be going to
Good. All right, we can use either one. Somebody make a prediction using will. Go ahead, Isa. Can you make a prediction
with the weather?
about anything?
I will go to school tomorrow.
Very good. Okay. Can you make a prediction? Use be going to.
Okay. I think Friday it will be sun.
It will be sunny.
Sunny.
You can do that.
Yeah.
All right. You want to use be going to.
I'm going to school tomorrow. I'm going to play soccer tomorrow.
Yeah. You're actually doing a prior plan. Okay? Which is okay. You can. And actually, let's look at it. It says, which one do I use for a prior plan?
When you sure about the to do.
Plan.
And
Which one?
Going to.
Good. Can I use will?
No.
No.
No, you're not supposed to. I mean, truth is, Americans sometimes, if they don't know grammar, they use will. Okay? But the truth is, if you're going to talk about prior plan, you need to use this guy. So again, you did it correct because you used the right one, but you were doing prior plan.
Yeah.
All right? Which is fine. Somebody give me another prior plan.
Okay.
Maybe about the weekend.
I'm going to study
I'm going to study
well,
for the test tomorrow or something like that. Do you want to give us one?
For example, today at the afternoon I'm going to my work.
Good. So this afternoon I'm going to go to work. And that's her plan. That's what she was going to do today. Okay. Now this is an interesting one. Okay. Let's take a look at, well, before we get too far ahead, let's look at all the examples. Ari, will you read C for us?
Why did you buy this one?
Paint.
I'm going to paint my bedroom tomorrow.
Good. So again, listen, prior plan means even if you plan to do it the moment before.
Yeah.
So let's look at the rule real quick because it's helpful. You want to read it for us, Tyler?
Be going to, but not will, is used to express a
Prior.
prior plan. A plan made before the moment of speaking, and the speaker already has a plan, then is here before.
Good. So listen, a prior plan doesn't necessarily mean you scheduled it out a week ahead. It can actually be a moment ahead. But the point is, in your head, you were going to do it. Okay? So that's prior plan. All right, willingness. Isa, will you read D right here?
The phone is ringing. I'll get it.
Good. So they're giving you a conversation. Okay? Willingness is the idea if you ask me to do a favor or something, I'm willing to do it for you. Does that make sense? So we use it all the time to show willingness in conversations. Will you read E, conversation E?
How old is Aunt ages? I don't know. She won't tell me.
Yeah, she's not willing. See, it can show willingness or not being willing to say or do something. So he wants to know her age. She will not tell him. So she's unwilling to help him. So it can go either way, positive or negative. Okay? And then F. Why don't you read F, Mr. Gay?
Okay. The car won't start. Maybe the battery is dead.
Good. So the car will not start. Alright? So maybe the battery is dead. In that situation, again, the car is unwilling, right, to start. So it's just it's a negative. Alright. I always let's jump back up. I did it a little backwards, but that's okay. Look at the warm-up. Okay, Kasuke, what do the directions say? It says read.
Okay. Finish a sentence and answer the questions. So
Yeah. So in your little groups, read each one of these, and then decide which one goes where. Okay. Claudia, do you want to join these guys? Okay.